Okay, so we're going to finish off with the tone pots now, which are the little circles that go just down the bottom area down here on our guitar. So what we're going to do is going to grab the marquee tool. I've created these folders, tone pots and tone pot shape. Just draw out the circle where you want these to go, and then we're going to fill them in with black like so. Once you've done that, we're going to create a new one. We're going to call it lines. New layer called lines, and again just zoom in a little bit. Check that your brush tool is set to 1 pixel. Grab a pen tool. We're going to draw from the top down here, and we're going to stroke that path. Make sure you got it on white and stroke it like so. Once you've done that, I'm just going to duplicate that, so I'm going to hit enter, move over to the move tool, hold down alt, just going to drag that straight down. Again, I'm going to copy it over to the left, and I'm going to transform them and drag them across. Just going to just move them up a little bit, hit enter, and then I'm going to grab the eraser tool. I'm going to set the hardness to 100, opacity to 100, and shrink this right down like so. Go back in until we get some nice lines that look like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab those 2 layers, I'm going to merge those, duplicate them, transform it, just spin them round, hit enter, and then just going to, with the eraser tool, just pinch off the bottoms like so. So I'm happy with the way that they look. The next thing we need to do is just add a little bit of depth to those. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the top part with a white circle. So create a new layer, grab the marquee tool inside here, click and make a circle. Let's make it a bit smaller. There we go. Create on this new layer. We're going to fill this with white, like so. Now, in order to create the depth like this is the top of the button, and it's like, you know, fading down towards the side of the edge. What we need to do is just play around with using our brush. Increase diameter to about 2. Softness, let's have it down there. Change it to black. Actually, we'll go with a dark grey. I'm just going to darken this area around the sides. Get a dark green, something like that. Just lower the opacity on that. Like so. And just play around with the colours, maybe grab a blue. And then if we deselect that and zoom out, kind of makes it look like the side of the image. Now those lines, they're too white. So what I'm going to do is go back to my main lines layer, lower the opacity down just a little bit, and have a look at that when we zoom out. Okay, still a little bit of white down there, so just grab a lighter grey colour and stick that on this layer here. like so. And let's zoom out and have a look. Okay, that looks okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally merge all of those together. Again, holding down Alt. I'm just going to drag that down to the side, to the right. I'm going to move it just a little bit higher, go back to our original, just move that a little bit higher too. And then zoom out, and you can see it's starting to take shape there. I've pretty much finished. The last little thing I want to do is up at the top, and I just want to zoom in, and we're going to add the ends to these strings. So to do that, I'm going to create a new layer at the very top, excuse me, and with the ellipse tool selected, have it set on white, I'm going to create this little circle here. Make sure you've got your brush set to, I'd say, 2 pixels for this. Actually, let's have the hardness on full. Back to your ellipse tool, and we're going to stroke that path. We're going to head up to Filter, Noise, add some noise, something like that. Click on OK. OK, grab, hold down Alt on Move tool, and we're just going to move that up like so. Grab that on there, and that's it. We can, finish off by looking at the little dots going up and down our neck here, and that's just simply creating a new layer. Grab a circular marquee tool, zoom out. It should be every 3, I believe. Then we'll just grab a little circle in there, something like that. Fill it with white, double click on that layer. Let's give it pattern overlay. Let's choose this metallic little one here. Let's reduce that right down, something like 18. Opacity down just a little bit. Deselect if I just zoom out. Okay, that stands out quite nicely, and again you can just move that into the middle of the neck. Now it should probably be just below the string, so any shadow actually lies on top of that. I also want to move it right into the middle, and again holding down Alt, I'm just going to start to move these into place. I'm not 100% sure on where they all go. I think it's 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and then you go 10th, 11th, 12th has 2. So I'm just going to move that across. Maybe 15th, until you get something like that. And I'm going to zoom out, then zoom until we get to about 50%, and there we have our guitar. Now there are some areas in here I'm not 100% happy with. I think the highlighting is a little bit too strong, so I could always go back right down to my body lights, grab the rubber or the eraser tool, zoom in, lower the opacity right down, and just take out some of these. Like so, but I'm pretty much happy with that, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to check out more of our tutorials over at psdtoots.com. Thanks very much for sticking with me with that long tutorial. I'm Gavin Steele, and I hope you enjoyed it.